Grand Inquisitor. Grand Inquisitor. So here we have the Hot Toys Grand Inquisitor. I'm a huge Rebels guy. I've been a big fan of Rebels since I started watching Rebels. God knows how long ago. And so I'm very glad that we got a Grand Inquisitor. I'm not happy that it's not as accurate as it could be, but I'm happy that we are getting A, Rebels figures in general, and B, the Grand Inquisitor. So for starters, I'm very upset that I missed out on the Purge Trooper, because now I think they would have looked really good together, and I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on it. And now I'm living in that disappointment. So one day I hope to find it, but as of right now I have not. So this is all I've got so far. Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, Inquisitors, you know how it is. So here's the Grand Inquisitor box. I love the black. I love Star Wars boxes. They're my favorite because they open easily and the art is simple. But I love this red here on the bottom. That little red strip on the bottom, I think it looks really good. I think it just like pops, especially like right there. I think that looks fantastic. Back of the box is your normal Star Wars box. Nice, simple fonts, simple words. Like, all in all, normal Star Wars box. Shows the figure, does what it needs to. Star Wars boxes are pretty good. And it opens very easily. So, let's open him up and get the Grand Inquisitor out, because I'm very excited to see this guy. So here's where we get to the part where I say, I think it looks great, but. So, I think it looks great, but I don't know why they didn't make him have his normal tall head. It just kind of goes against the whole Inquisitor thing. Not Inquisitor thing, the Star Wars thing, where he's supposed to look like his people, and Uda Powin. And it just feels a little wrong. I'm not saying he looks bad, because he does look good on his own, but I feel like the lines could stand out a little bit more on the head, and it's just... But again, I'm quite happy that we even got him to begin with. Could I be happier? Absolutely. But I mean, this guy's got a few things going on here and there that make it a little worthwhile. So let's stop him from spinning, because he's probably getting grumpy, and take a closer look at some of these fun accessories and the Grand Inquisitor himself. So before we get too deep into the Grand Inquisitor himself, let's take a look at a couple of the things he comes with, because he does come with a couple fun things. So he comes with his normal lightsaber, which I did wish you could take like half of it off, so we could have the half lightsaber like they do in the show. And if you bring him around, you'll see this little panel back here. It will just, in theory, if I do it right, magnetize back there, so you can keep that back there. But we won't do that, because that's boring. Spinning it back around, we've got, if I can get it out of the little container here, a little hologram projector, which looks quite nice. Nice little painting work on there. And you can plug in this little hologram of Darth Vader holding his belt like a little cutie. Look at him. Do you realize something? He looks pretty good. So, the final thing, other than his normal lightsaber blades, swishing lightsaber blades, is he comes with our first USB lightsaber. So the way this works, jiggle, jiggle, is it comes with this little box and a second port, which goes into his back. And we will look at that at the end of this. But you plug this into here, and then it comes with two connectors. So you can either connect it to the back of his belt with this one, like Captain America's shield, or to the back of the display stand. Hold on. I can't believe it. The rare 4 sneeze. Unheard of. Might be my lucky day. So it's got this that connects to the back of the display stand. And then you just plug this bit into a USB-C, which, like with Electro, we will do at the end of this part. So with that, let's take a closer look at El Grand Inquisitoro. So for starters, sorry, I gotta get that sneeze out of my system. Give me 1 second to get that sneeze out of my system. Okay, I'm back. Those sneezes really, they did a lot to me. So here's the head sculpt. And like I said, I wish it was taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a Grand Inquisitor I would call her. And it looks good. It does look like the actor. It's just not quite what I want. These should be darker. Yeah, the head should be taller. The line should be more pronounced. But we take what we can get. And what we got is the Grand Inquisitor from the show, which is fine. It's a nice shade of white. I like his earmuffs so he can hear. Bringing it down, you can see these shoulder pads, which I believe are just on Velcros, so they can come off if you really don't like them on there. Nice big chunky breastplate here. This will light up when we get to it. Nice Inquisitorus logo there. The cape is very nice, which we will talk about. We'll talk about it right now. I love this inner cape. It kind of reminds me of the So Toys Batwoman cape. But I love the design of it. I always forget he has a cape, and he's got a hood, which can go up. You can see the nice ribbing here. It's kind of, I feel like he would look really good with Kylo Ren with the way he looks. And you can see the belt. There is luminescent effects, so if you have a light, you can shine it, it'll light up really nicely. He's got some nice wrist guards. His crotch looks crotchy. These are also on Velcros, as I learned accidentally immediately. The Velcro isn't weird. It's inside the pants, so it's kind of weird to put back on. But it does just go right back on. So if that falls off, don't worry, because it's just on Velcros. You can see here he's got his normal Imperial whatever it is. It's I can't remember what that's called. But the normal Imperial pant thing where it flails out like that. There's a word for it and I just can't remember. And then everyone's favorite thing about Star Wars characters, these stupid leather boots. They'll never learn. They haven't scrunched up yet, which is nice. But I'm sick of them. Just make it a plastic piece and split the cut. You could see the line at where it could split, but Hot Toys refuses because they probably got 10,000 of those in the back. So now, let's bring this back up. Flip him around so we can take a look and flip that up here so you can see. All we got to do is take the cable and making sure it's the right way. Plug it up there. Take the cable. Take the cable, take the right cable, plug it here, right into the box. Then we take the lightsaber cable, plug that in. And if you give me 1 second to get him all set up, I will get the lights all set up. So here we have the Grand Inquisitor, all ready to go, lighting up. So the one thing is they want you to run the wire from the lightsaber through the wrist and kind of around the back. But for the sake of my sanity, I'm not going to do that right now. But we will light him up like a Christmas tree right now. So you can't really tell when the lights are on. You can see that. Let's see what it looks like in the dark. Oh, wow. I mean, it's your normal Hot Toys lightsaber. There's not much we could do about it. They refuse to use just a regular white LED in a red lightsaber, so the red color doesn't travel very far. Now, if I could find where my light plugs in, I will plug it back in. I cannot. There we go. So that's how that would look in the dark. So if you want them in the dark, then you could do that. So you really can't tell a difference in the light, which is a shame. I'm hoping at some point Hot Toys learns. But for now, we continue with our disappointing lightsabers, but this time we don't have to change out arms. It's just the lightsaber itself. So that's progress. And with progress comes change. So let's change to the next scene where we compare him kind of minimalistically to something. So since I don't have Purge Troopers, I went with this Stormtrooper from Mando Season 2. And I'm not going to grab my Vader out because he's kind of hard to get to right now. And I don't really have anybody else to compare Grand Inquisitor to. So here he is, him with a Stormtrooper. So when you have him leading your Imperial armies against the Jedi and hunting down the remnants, you'll know exactly what he looks like next to him. I am very happy right now. I forgot about all my problems because they do look good. My Empire collection is coming together nicely. I cannot wait to get more Empire stuff. Hopefully at some point they release a new Snowtrooper and all these other fun things. But for now, I'm very happy. It's all coming together. Grand Admiral Thrawn coming soon, baby. I just need a Tarkin and a Krennic. But enough of that. Let's move on. Get the Stormtrooper back to work. And see how well the Grand Inquisitor has been stretching lately. So, as always, a life-ending 360 degrees. I forgot his skin color matches the thing on his neck, so I forgot it was even there. His arm goes up that far with the thing on it. A little bit further if you take it off. It goes forward like 0, back like 0, and it bends really nicely. So that's good. There's a little bit of ab crunch, no back crunch. Leg goes up that far. Leg goes back that far. Spreads nicely. Knee bend fantastic. And I mean, there's wiggle at the boot, but because it's the boot, you're not going to get much out of it. So, all in all, not a big poser. You're not going to be posing this guy drastically anyway. It's the Grand Inquisitor. He's very sophisticated. But he's got some articulation, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Moving on, let's do like a weird like lightsaber helicopter thing to the end of the video. And be happy. So here's a fun fact. In between me recording, his arm came out. So now I need to figure out how to fix that. Because it's not going back in and I can't really get the outfit off of the area to fix it. Because it sounds like it's popping back in, but it's not. So that's really annoying. Moving on to the end of the video. This will not affect my thoughts. Now, normally I would have him in a fun pose for the end of the video, but as you just saw, I'm having some technical difficulties. So until I can get that fixed, he will be looking like Woody in Toy Story 2, before his arm falls off completely. So, other than the arm, which I'm not sure how that happened, I do genuinely love this guy. The lights are kind of disappointing, but we kind of expected that from Hot Toys because they love to do that, where they make it sound like innovation that excites, but all they do is mediocrely innovate. If you picked up this guy or any of the Kenobi series figures, or if you're picking up any of the Rebels figures, which ones? Why? Are you excited for them? Other questions that I may be asking. And if you got this guy and you know how to fix that arm, please leave a comment, because I've been trying to pop it in for a while now and it's just not going. And it's kind of worrisome because I don't I'm not really happy about the fact that his arm is just extended like that now. So please and thank you if you know that. And as always, if you like the video, even though he's got a broken arm, please subscribe to the channel, not to the video, please subscribe to the channel because that is awesome and I will love you. And as previously stated, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to rob a bank. That is the set standard. The set golden standard will be we robbing a bank at 1,000 subscribers. Who knows what we'll do past that point. So, you know, get all your friends, get all your goons together, and if you get them all to subscribe and we get to 1,000, we're going to rob a bank. That's just how it is. And with that all the way, I've been me, And you've been you, and this poor guy is going to need a doctor. I will see you in the next video, and hopefully a Hot Toys figure arm does not break again. See you then.